Alright, let's catch up on the latest from Jujutsu Kaisen. The series came back from a break last week, and the action really ramped up. Yuta, who is in Gojo's body, and Sukuna faced off in an intense battle. In Chapter 263, this epic fight finally reached its conclusion. Now fans are eagerly awaiting what might be Sukuna's downfall. It's going to be thrilling to see where the story heads next. There's some concern because the creator has been having health issues, which his editors have mentioned. This might mean the battle and possibly the entire manga could wrap up sooner than we thought. Despite this, fans are really excited for Chapter 264, which is just around the corner. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any updates. Now, let's get started. Alright, let's talk about what to expect in JJ Chapter 264. This chapter is likely going to focus on Angel's maximum output Jacob's ladder. This is a really powerful move that she's going to use against Sukuna. At the end of the last chapter, we saw this technique being fired right above Sukuna. It's a beam of light, which means it travels super fast and can't be dodged. It's also very wide, so fans can be sure that it will definitely hit Sukuna, the king of curses. The last time this move was used, Sukuna couldn't do anything except try to trick Angel, but this time Angel won't fall for the same trick, and it's gonna have some serious consequences. Yuta, who has already fallen on the battlefield, told Angel that they need her technique to deliver the final blow to Sukuna. With Yuta down, most of the fighting will now be handled by Yuji and Tadao. However, they might not have to do much because Angel is likely to take care of Sukuna for the most part. In the previous chapter, we saw that Yuta wanted Angel to be the one to deal the final blow to Sukuna. Todo made this possible by expanding the range of his technique and swapping a piece of the domain with Angel. This allowed her to use maximum output Jacob's ladder from right above Sukuna. So in this upcoming chapter, we can expect to see the powerful impact of Angel's technique on Sukuna. It's going to be exciting to see how this battle unfolds and what will happen next. Keep watching to see how the story progresses. Although this technique can be countered, fans know Sukuna can't use his cursed technique right now because his energy is too low. This means Sukuna has essentially lost the battle and can't maintain control over Megumi's body for long. Yuji's attacks, especially his dismantles, have also weakened Sukuna significantly. Things are about to get even more exciting in the upcoming chapter. As mentioned, fans might actually see Sukuna's defeat. In Chapter 264, Sukuna has fought well and outlasted most of the sorcerers. His performance has been extraordinary, even though he could have lost earlier if situations hadn't favored him. Despite this, one can't deny that Sukuna has delivered an exciting battle before finally falling. His fight against Yuta was a crucial moment, especially when he failed to defeat Unlimited Void from the inside. This failure left Sukuna without his cursed technique, greatly weakening him. Yuta once said, "The true strength of copy is having two of the same cards in our hands." This hints at the strategy and planning that goes into these battles. Now, with Angel completing the job, Sukuna is forced to his knees. In the previous chapter, we saw him throwing up some of his fingers, which he then swallowed back. In Chapter 264, we might see him throw them up again. This could indicate his weakening state. Fushiguro might also play a role in the upcoming chapter. It's been a while since we've seen him in action, and fans are eager to see his return. Fushiguro is an important character, and he could still have a significant role in the final arc of Jujutsu Kaisen, despite what some fans might believe. So stay tuned to see how this intense battle continues and what role Fushiguro might play in the unfolding story. Fans might wonder how Fushiguro can still be relevant in the battle if Sukuna is going to be defeated soon. The answer lies in a key plot device the creator introduced earlier, Kenjaku's insurance. Before Kenjaku's demise, he passed this insurance to Sukuna. Now Sukuna holds the means to trigger a merger, which could potentially be activated in Chapter 264 of JJK, marking the beginning of the final part of the Shinjuku Showdown arc. Chapter 264 will undoubtedly focus on Sukuna's impending defeat. It's clear now that his defeat is inevitable and will happen sooner or later. However, even after his defeat, the battle may not be over. Sukuna still has the ability to initiate the merger, which poses a significant threat. Fans are uncertain about what to expect from this merger. There are no reliable predictions. What's certain is that it won't be easy for the sorcerers to handle. The merger would transform Sukuna into something far more formidable. He would transcend his current form and ascend to a higher level, posing an even greater challenge for everyone involved. At this point in the story, it remains unclear how one might overcome this challenge. While it's not obligatory for him to utilize it, given that he possesses Kenjaku's safeguard, if the author opts not to incorporate this plot device, it would be a complete waste. The final saga demands its inclusion at some stage, and this current juncture presents the perfect opportunity for its deployment. As it stands, Sukuna has suffered his first ever defeat, marking a significant moment in his existence. Nonetheless, he now proceeds towards the merger, ensuring he retains the opportunity to confront and vanquish his adversaries. The road ahead won't be smooth sailing, and fans are aware that the King of Curses still harbors ambitious plans for society at large. The excitement in JJK is set to intensify as the series approaches its climax, promising grander and more epic battles. Unfortunately, fans won't get to enjoy the next chapter of JJK anytime soon, as the series is taking a break next week, just after its recent return from hiatus. This hiatus underscores the author's need for adequate rest to resume drawing properly. It also hints at concerns about the author's health, possibly suggesting that the manga may be nearing an unexpected conclusion. Alright, let's talk about whether Fushiguro will turn evil or not. Right now, Fushiguro might be able to briefly take control of his body, but whether he can fully suppress Sukuna is another question. Fushiguro joined the culling game to save his sister, and her death was the breaking point for him. Plus, Sukuna used Fushiguro's body to kill his last father figure, Gojo, which makes it hard to see Fushiguro finding his will to fight again anytime soon. Because of this, some fans think Fushiguro might come back as an anti-hero or even start the merger with Tengen, which is a big threat we still don't fully understand. On the flip side, some think Sukuna could end up in Yuji's body again if he's forced out of Fushiguro's, bringing Yuji's journey full circle and pushing him back towards self-sacrifice. So, the big question is, will Fushiguro turn evil? Given everything he's been through, it's possible he could go down a darker path. Sukuna has caused him immense pain and loss, and without his sister or his father figure, Fushiguro might struggle to find a reason to fight for good. If Fushiguro does regain control, he might not be the same person. He could become an anti-hero, doing whatever it takes to achieve his goals, even if it means making questionable choices. The idea of him starting the merger with Tengen is a real possibility, adding a new layer of complexity to his character. In the end, we don't know for sure what will happen with Fushiguro or Yuji. The story could go in many directions, and fans are eagerly waiting to see how it all unfolds. Anyway, please tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads.